I got a telephone call from the school to come and pick up my granddaughter. When you leave the school with your child, you have a sign-out book, and I signed her out in my name and where I was taking her. The second day, I got another phone call around the same time. It was the school. Come and get your granddaughter, she's not feeling very well. I went down and got my granddaughter. I signed her out again. Still didn't hit me what was going on. I took her home. She wasn't feeling very well. She laid back down on the couch, same about time, about an hour. And she got up, started moving around and getting a little color back to her, and she started feeling pretty good. The third day, I got the same phone call. And I want you to note, this child loved school. She never missed no school. Never had no trouble getting her up from school. Never made no excuses to leave at school. The third day I got another phone call. I went down again and got her. I signed her out again. And I got to noticing on this booklet, each day that I'd signed her out, that there was anywhere from 15 to 20 kids missing from that school each day. I started flipping the pages back and noticed this was an ongoing problem. And I got her in a vehicle and we left. And to go to our home, we have to turn right up the road. You'll see where we leave out of the school once you get down there today. And I looked over at her and to see if she had her seatbelt on, and she did. And her name is Kayla, and her little nickname's Possum. I said, "Possum, buddy, you okay?" And her face had a real purplish blue with red blotches all over it, and she was staring at the coal mines. And she turned and looked at me, and she had tears running down her face. And I seen then, she goes, "Gramps." I says, "You okay, buddy?" She says, "Yeah." She says, "Gramps, these coal mines are making us kids sick." She'd never been sick there before. I'd heard her talk about the water being bad. They putting paper bags over the water fountain and not being able to drink the water there, and kind of go in one ear and out the other. She wasn't sick. The news would be on. They was never sick from that. We never paid no attention. But the day that this child had tears in its eyes, that woke me up. The tears didn't lie. Them wasn't an excuse to leave school. These tears did not lie. That's what made me step forward and stand up for what I'm standing up for today, is these children at this school.
Give Ed a hand. Ed's dedication to this cause. He made a promise to those kids years ago that he was going to get them a safe school. He has been undeterred in his attempt to do that. And I totally admire you for your dedication. I feel this walk is going to be one big success for all of us. Not just the kids at Marsh Fork Elementary, but Appalachia as a whole. And I want to thank everybody for any big or small part that they've had in this, or will have in this. I thank you from the bottom of my heart. Here's Ed.
This walk is designed to raise more awareness of Marsh Fork Elementary. We're going to walk from Charleston, West Virginia to Washington, D.C., as y'all know. This is to raise awareness and raise money for a new school. And it also opens a lot of doors to the things that's happening in our communities as far as Mountaintop Removal, what it's doing to us in the mining industry to our communities. This is a perfect example what it's actually doing to our children. The governor made a statement, our kids are our future, they are tomorrow. He said they are our most up importance. Our kids at Marsh Fork don't have a tomorrow. They don't have a tomorrow at all. And this is what my walk is about, to give these kids a good, healthy, safe place to learn so they have a future for tomorrow. And the governor needs to understand that. We are out here, he needs to step up to the plate and do the right thing. And it's a sad day in West Virginia that we have to leave our state to walk, to do what we got to do to help our children in West Virginia.
Look out here, in such a beautiful state we have. You got these big politicians from Washington wanting property here in our state as their getaway location. We truly deserve more than what they're giving us, and it's time that we demanded more from them than what we have. In the past, we've not demanded anything from anybody. We've sat back and we took it.
The school is the heart of the community. Without a school, you don't have a community. You take your school away from a community, you lose your community. And that's part of depopulating our river. They're trying to depopulate us, and that's part of depopulating.
Well, I expect to have a new school, yeah. Our kids deserve a safe and healthy school. They deserve that.
Somebody brought it up, why don't we just raise the money for ourselves? Raise the money ourselves. And just take off from there.
Yeah, why not?
I think whatever you're doing to help to do the right thing, help make it right, is I think that's marvelous, and you deserve a lot of credit.
Right.
It's important.
Does it?
And it takes people like you who really put their heart and soul into it and work for it.
Does it surprise you that something like this could happen?
No, but it shouldn't.
Yeah.
And fight it hard.
Yeah, we will.
Because we're more than just a place to mine coal at. There's more to Coal River than that.
What do you have there in your hand?
Money.
What are you gonna do with it?
I'll give it to him.
Why?
Just this money, not this money.
Okay. This money right here?
Yeah, this money.
Why are you gonna give it to him?
Because they're making a school.
Awesome. Thank you.
You're welcome.
As you can see, about 150 foot behind it, there's a coal loading silo. About 200 feet from it is a processing plant where they clean the coal. They use numerous chemicals over there. They're all toxic. They all can cause cancer. They have an ammonia tank over there that's rusty and getting bad. The type of ammonia they're using, one breath of it will kill you dead. Sad to say, I'd worked on these sites before. Several years before this all happened, I'd worked on these sites. I drove up and down in front of that impoundment you're seeing there many a time. Not one time did I ever give it a thought that I was back here working or setting up something that would possibly kill my granddaughter one day, or them other kids, or ruin or kill people in a community. About 350 feet, you can see this dam there. A lot of people call them earthen dam. This one's not. It's made out of slate. The slate is distracted from the coal when they clean it. It's wet when they put it up there. You cannot compact this stuff. This dam's got numerous violations on it by MSHA, all handwritten, saying if certain occurrences happen, that this thing could break. It's significant and substantial. If certain occurrences will happen, this thing will break and kill 977 people. In behind that dam, you've got 2.8 billion gallons of toxic waste behind these children's schools. Directly behind there, you have a 1,849 acre mountaintop removal site that's growing. About 8 years ago, I had to go to Martin County, Kentucky and help clean up a slurry spill down there. When I come back, my boss had a 911 emergency call. I had to go to this site right here, go to the tailwaters of this site, put in a big diesel pump and bypass a line around this slurry pond. I asked my boss why. He said that was to relieve the pressure off of that dam. They knew 7.5 to 8 years ago they had a problem with their dam here. This site is growing. It's growing bigger and bigger every day.
Okay, I'm presenting this T-shirt to Ed Wiley here because this is how we feel in Clay County and other counties in West Virginia about Massey Coal and Mr. Don Blankenship, who thinks he owns the state of West by God, Virginia. And we wish Ed all the blessings that he deserves to try to get Massey Coal to do the right thing for his community and his children in the state of West Virginia.
Do you think this kind of thing could happen here?
No, and I think it's a shame. This is 2006 and it's happening here. Happening now. I really do. I think it's, no, I don't think anybody would let this happen here.
That's a different world down there.
Yeah, it is a different world. And I hate to
Well,
say that.
the problem is we're in the coal fields.
That's
And,
right.
and I
And that's who
understand,
owns it.
I
Everyone works
understand
for
men gotta
them.
work, and they got a choice where they wanna work.
A field is a great big flat area. How could they call our mountains fields? Unless that's their vision. You know, it's been called that for over 100 years, the coal fields, the coal fields. So somebody somewhere's got a vision to turn all that into flat. If they keep going the way they're going, it don't stop. The people, well, everybody's gonna be gone. The company's gonna be gone, the people's gonna be gone, the mountains are gonna be gone. And I've said it before, if we don't get this stopped, there'll be no more Appalachian Mountains. They'll be gone, and they ain't gonna run back. They'll never grow back. It's gonna be gone.
Big money, you know. They'll go anywhere to dig a hole for oil or dig for coal, as much as, that stuff is in demand these days. The almighty dollar. That's, it's king, and everybody else has to fall in behind that. Regardless of whether it's a school kid or a businessman or whatever, they come last. That's a shame that it's come like that. I wish we could figure out how to change that, but I guess it will once all the coal's gone and all the oil's gone. I guess we'll get back to taking care of the people of the country.
This is a serious problem here. I sit and listen to people talk like Maria. Her child sits in the bed with its shoes on. I've heard Judy speak about her grandson sitting in their bed with their shoes and clothes on because when it rains they're worried about getting flooded down the holler. This is not right that our children are being put through this. A good friend of mine's here today, Bo Webb. He works very hard. He's with Coal River Mountain Watch. He's been saying a thing here lately. If we fail as parents, we have failed as Americans. We have failed as Americans. We all do not stand up and take part of what's happening in our Appalachian Mountains. We all are going to suffer from this.
Or nobody wants to get involved.
Nobody wants to rock that boat.
No, nobody wants to rock the boat.
Cancel that
Nobody will
dime.
stand up, and status quo just keeps on going, and they do what they want to do. And it used to, everybody banded together and stuff, back years ago. Now they holler, they hide stuff behind freedom, the what they say, behind the guise of freedom.
Well, he's walked 410 as of now. The last 40 are into DC. So all for these little kids.
He's a bad man.
Yeah, for sure. And he's been carrying a flag that's like 6 by 6 feet. I mean, huge flag. Yeah.
$5 million.
$5 million.
They seem to understand that a lot of people supported me. A lot of people cared. A lot of people's been good and stopping and beeping along the road and waving at you and thumbs up and offering their change, and see people that that didn't have money open up their wallet and have $1 in it and stand there with their wife and a kid, and wife getting ready to have a baby and give you their last dollar. Try to help. I just don't understand why they sacrifice the kids. They can understand politics and money on other issues. It comes down to this, and people just don't understand. Seem to be supportive of it. Hello.
Hey, we're coming. We're at the fort. Well, Pennies of Promise.
Hold on. Don't let your pants cousin catch up. He's gonna fall down dead.
What's he gonna do when he gets to that?
He can walk. He just can't run the whole way like I was.
Oh. He's no kind of mine.
Well, whatever he is to you, if you want him to die on this road. That was a good run. That was a real good run.
If it's boxing cereal, we can box it. You know, if it's packing rice, we can pack it. If it's making tin cans, we can make them. We can do anything. We just need a company to come in and give us a different option, you know. It can happen. Why not start preserving water? Why can't people in West Virginia be, you know, just put in big water plants and start preserving this water and bottle it up and sell it. Sell it, it's going to be worth more than the coal. It's going to be one of these things, I guarantee you. Coal's going to run out, water will be here if we can save a mountain. And people's going to need the water. You're going to need water before you're going to need power. And I'll tell you that right now, we can do it without light. We can't do it without that water.
Let me ask you something. You walked all the way? Where? I left the Capitol, Charleston, West Virginia. I've done a press conference down there, announced Pennies of Promise, and I walked 455 miles to help these children. We got here raising awareness. I shook a lot of hands, raised a little money, and my goal was to come and hopefully meet and see you. I feel that you're a very honorable man and care about the people in West Virginia.
Yeah. At this point, we're going to have the camera step out.
Sit down there. I admire your determination.
Well, I've been working 2 years very hard with the government.
455 miles?
Yes, sir.
How many pairs of shoes did you wear?
Well, we had 3 pairs that was donated. They was all the same size, a little bit different style. I put 150 miles on one pair. They started hurting me. And
Where do you sleep at night?
we slept along the riverbanks and in state parks.
You say we, who's with you?
I see you all doing a good job. We hope you continue doing it.
You all Godspeed and safe travels and success in your mission. Children are what the world's about.
And like always, we just wanted to say that we think it's ridiculous that you're not moving these students out of the Marsh Fork Elementary School, and I think there's someone here who wants to talk to you.
We support Ed Wiley! Love Shepherdstown!
That was awesome.
Did your wife, what did your wife say about this?
She stayed right here with me to meet you.
Hi there. How
She
are
worked very
you?
hard there. She worked on this issue very, very hard.
And your name is?
My name's Debbie.
Debbie. Well, I'm glad to meet you too. What do you think of this guy walking all like this?
Very impressive.
Wasn't it?
Yeah, very impressive.
It's a serious matter.
I know you're very, very determined, and I admire you for that.
My granddaughter, I picked her up 3 days in a row. I actually worked on this site, and I didn't realize that I was having to sit
Well, hurricane, took Sin City, global warming ain't never really all around. Things that shitty all gonna do. Gotta hold hands, join together, try to make the world just a little more better. Write the man, great big letter, that's what you've got to do. Remember all the words. Well, see that small, gain it nice. No more ice. Watch the devil roll the dice. What are you gonna do? Cold wind burns, smoke's flying. What are you gonna do? Gotta hold hands and join together. Try to make the world just a little more better. Write the man a great big letter. That's what you gotta do.